Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss the topic of modern warfare in the West. The world today. The West unshackles Ukraine completely. Russia furious at this provocation. 1. The meaning of unshackling. The phrase, unshackling Ukraine completely, refers to the West no longer restricting Ukraine from using Western-supplied weapons to strike targets inside Russian territory, a move many countries, like the US and Germany, previously hesitated to approve due to fear of escalation. Providing offensive long-range weapons, such as long-range missiles, F-16 fighter jets, and modern air defense systems, increasing NATO training and intelligence support. This marks a clear escalation in the West's commitment to Ukraine, aiming to improve Ukraine's defense and counterattack capabilities, especially after months of Russian strikes on civilian infrastructure. 2. Russia's reaction and the risk of escalation. Russia responded harshly, accusing the West of crossing red lines and threatening serious retaliation, possibly including military or broader strategic responses, intensifying airstrikes, including the use of glide bombs in Kharkiv, causing heavy damage, warning that a direct conflict with NATO could erupt if Ukraine uses Western weapons against Russian territory. This raises the risk that the war could spread beyond Ukraine, a long-standing fear among analysts. 3. The West's stance. Western countries, especially the US, UK, and France, are becoming more unified in lifting restrictions on aid. Although some nations remain cautious, reasons include Russia's increasing aggression, especially against Ukraine's civilian infrastructure, Ukraine's mounting difficulties on the battlefield, a broader strategic goal to weaken Russia's military power by supporting Ukraine as a kind of proxy battleground. Even so, the US remains cautious, recently allowing Ukraine to strike inside Russia near Kharkiv using US weapons, but not giving full freedom across Russian territory. 4. Impact on the conflict. This shift may help Ukraine slow or halt Russian advances on some fronts. It increases pressure on Moscow, but could also prompt Russia to escalate militarily. The war may shift into a prolonged war of attrition, with heavy economic and humanitarian consequences. 5. Global perspectives and broader risks. Countries like China and India are calling for restraint and diplomatic solutions, fearing the conflict could spread. The risk of Russia using tactical nuclear weapons remains low, but cannot be entirely ruled out if Russia feels cornered. Global geopolitics is becoming increasingly polarized, creating a prolonged period of instability. Conclusion. The West's decision to unshackle Ukraine marks a critical turning point in the conflict, showing stronger resolve but also posing serious risks of confrontation with Russia. While it strengthens Ukraine's defense, the world must now face the growing threat of a long, dangerous conflict with global repercussions.